What's going on, everybody? TG here, back with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Before we start this video, take a chance, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like I said, about 30% of the people who watch these videos are actually subscribed, and it means a ton to me if you guys can subscribe and show some support. We just hit 1.2K subs, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that. We got this paper trading challenge coming up very, very soon. Discord link below. Hop in if you want to join. But let's talk about big tech and the top 5 big tech stocks that I think are going to continue to rally. Now, let's start off with number 1, which is Apple. You guys could have guessed it. The iPhone giant, the tech giant, just the best, biggest company in the entire world. Market cap of almost $2.1 trillion. Now, a lot of people count Apple out. They think Apple's done. They think it's already had its run. But I think they're going to be in for a little bit of a rude awakening when they realize that Apple is continuing to climb, continuing to grow sales, continuing to put out new innovative products. People thought the wearables were just going to be a thing that wasn't going to really work. You know, the AirPods, the Apple Watch, all that stuff. It's not, and it's selling out a lot. Their MacBooks continue to thrive, and now they have their 12 out with 5G capabilities. This is huge. Obviously, people were waiting a long time to see if 5G would work, and it's clearly working now, and the sales are doing very, very well. I'm excited to see this earnings and how much they actually sold, especially in places like China where iPhone sales took a hit last quarter. But I think, like I said in my previous video, I think that was because people were just waiting to buy this new iPhone. Like, why get the 11 when you can wait 2 months or 1 month and get the 12? So I think it was a no-brainer for a lot of people just to wait and, get the 12. And I think the 12 sales are going to be huge. Also, their Apple Pay is continuing to grow and grow and making them a lot of money. And then obviously their App Store, which they get 30% of all the apps on there. So, like I said, if a company's making $1 billion, they get 30%. They're getting $300 million from that company. It's huge. It's a great way for the company to make some solid passive income every single quarter based on their Apple Pay. And like I said, they have a ton of other things as well that they make money on, including $200 billion cash on hand, which they can use for innovation and acquiring other companies. Also, they have their brand new M1 chip all by themselves. They cut out Intel. So it's just more room to run for Apple. So Apple, solid buy. I'd hold it for a long time. We clearly have some long-term puts on Apple. Selling puts, obviously. We're not betting against Apple. We're already up $474 on them. We can get another 1,046. So we'll just hold it because I believe in Apple. So why not get the free money? Now let's jump into Amazon. As you guys know, I am huge into Amazon. I love Amazon. As you guys can clearly see, like I said, the companies I promote, I usually own them because I feel like they're very good. And as you guys can clearly see, Amazon started off down today and has recovered very nicely. Great dip for people to get in if you haven't got in already. But we're doing pretty well. We got 93K into that. We're up 2,600. So I expect this thing to continue to run, especially near earnings. But that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Amazon is just, it's so far ahead and it's so innovative that people don't even realize how much they're scaling up. They've been on a hiring spree, hiring all these people, getting ready for this holiday season, the Black Friday, the Cyber Monday, the Christmas shopping. They are prepared for it. They are the biggest and best in e-commerce. They're also the biggest and best in cloud storage, which makes them a force to be reckoned with. I would never bet against Amazon. I'm going to hold this company for a very, very long time. I'm super bullish on it. Obviously, I put my entire account into it. And I think between their e-commerce, their AWS, their Amazon Pay, their logistics situation, they're just scaled and primed to, honestly, maybe even become the biggest company in the world one day. So I'm huge on it. I think it's an amazing company, and I think it's a must buy. Another one I want to talk about is Microsoft. Now, Microsoft has been in the game for a long, long time. It is a competitor with Apple, but it is a big enough market where two companies can thrive together. I really like Microsoft. I think Microsoft is a very safe company. Now, the reason I say safe is there's no reason that this company is going to have any big dips anytime soon, and it follows the market well. It also has a great cloud storage place that is making them a lot of money. It also owns Xbox. As you guys know, Xbox Ones are selling out like crazy. It's a very good product. They own a lot of these little moats, and it makes them a lot of money. They have a lot of products, and anytime something's a PC, it's mostly Microsoft. Windows 10, almost every computer has it. If it's on a Mac, it's using Microsoft. Microsoft has a lot of, free passive income that they make from all their other moats, and that's great for a company. Another one I want to talk about is AMD. AMD is slowly becoming one of the biggest and best in the chip business. As you guys can clearly see, hitting all-time highs today after new partnerships. They also started working with Amazon actually yesterday, which is an amazing thing. I like AMD. I think AMD makes amazing chips and processors. And as gaming and computing gets bigger and bigger and people need these softwares and chips, they're going to be using AMD. NVIDIA is also a great one. Don't count NVIDIA out. I really like NVIDIA as well. But like I said, there's room for two in this giant multi-trillion dollar industry by 2025. That's another thing. You guys got to think forward looking. Gaming's only getting bigger. Computers are only getting bigger and stronger and more sleek. This is exactly what these companies do. That's why I like it. Now, another company I want to look at is Square. Square has just had a phenomenal run this year. Literally hitting the lows of like $30 at one point in March. And then since then, just absolutely climbing over 400% to where it is now. But don't count Square out. Don't think Square has already had its run, because it hasn't. Square is an amazing company, and it's changing the way we do payments. You ever go into one of those shops and see that little white icon thing that you go to pay with? That's Square. Square makes money every single time they do that. Square is also huge into cryptocurrency and has bought so much Bitcoin for these past couple months at super cheap prices. That can affect their stock a lot. That can really boost revenue, especially if they do decide to sell this Bitcoin at this very high price. Square is changing the game on the way we pay, and I think Square, with its huge profit margins, is going to continue to run. And as more small businesses transfer over from cash to credit, and by using these payments from Square, the stock's only going to increase, the company's only going to grow. So I'd say Square is a must buy. Guys, big tech is here to stay, okay? And if you want to get the big broad market of big tech, I suggest going into QQQ. QQQ checks the top 100 companies backed by market cap of the NASDAQ. And it's a great long-term investment. If we look at QQQ over the past year, it has a really beautiful chart, you know. And the thing about tech is these pandemics and weird situations that happen don't affect tech. Tech is here to stay. You know, there's a lot of regulation trying to bash some of it, but at the end of the day, they need big tech. We need technology to help us. It makes the lives of Americans and people around the world so convenient that it's a must-have in this country. Apple is the only one that's doing iPhones at this level. Only one doing phones, at this level. Amazon's the only one doing e-commerce at this level. You know, AMD and NVIDIA, only one doing chips at this level. Like, they're essential. They're essentially essential to this economy, and is why I believe that they will continue to thrive and thrive and thrive. And I think they're a must-have in your portfolio at this point. You know, there's a lot of spec companies out there, and I am in some spec companies. I'm not going to lie. I put my money into some spec companies in case that they do hit big. As you guys can clearly see, we have CVM. That's a spec company. We have our Jumia. Jumia was actually having quite a bit of a letdown this morning. I think it was down like 20-something% at one point. And then it just shot right back up. And now we're doing pretty well. So we're up about $10 in total on those. But we can get a maximum of $3,900, which is pretty nice for that. But that's another e-commerce play, futuristic play. I like to look in the future for these things because that's, you know, that's what the market looks at. You know, it's great that something works now, but is it going to work down the road? That's the question. And these companies that I just mentioned they will continue to thrive, and they are essential to your portfolio. Guys, let me know what you think about all this. Let me know what your portfolios are looking like, and just have a great day, guys. Remember, subscribe, like. See you in the next video. Bye.